Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Whispers, an Elephant's Tale. This is definitely not animated. It is from 2000, an hour and 12 minutes long, and it's a live-action collection of nature footage. It follows specific sets of group of elephants, specifically one, a young one from birth, and it's cut together in order to tell a story with lots of A-list actors doing the voices over top of it, and just classic actors that we've known for years, like Betty White and Joan Rivers. Angela Bassett plays Groove. Uh, it's to briefly tell you what the story is. Baby elephant is born. He's not really given a name as such, but he seems to have a really strong blast of nose noise, basically. He and then he can't repeat it after that. But he has lots of talkative conversations with his mom. Then the takers come. The takers are the humans, and the elephants just run for it, and he gets separated from his mom. Yeah, he's really desperate at this point, and along comes another pack of elephants, which includes Angela Bassett's character, Groove. And Groove has no interest in taking on a child. She doesn't want to. She's keeping with him until she can pawn him off to somebody, even if it's a series of bull elephants near a watering hole who don't want to have anything to do with women or children. And Tone Loc is amongst them, by the way, and John DiMaggio, who you might know as Bender from Futurama, and just a number of them. They all just they shoo them away when they come around, and she tries to pawn them off on them. Most of the movie is spent with them bonding and trying to find his mother, or at least connect him with the pack. She gets separated from her pack as well in helping him. So they're just a team. And basically what they do is you see the footage of what elephants do in the wild. They cool themselves off by picking up sand and throwing it at themselves. Just the brush of the sand cools them off, I guess. And other things are that they do is given a story purpose. So there's sort of, I don't know. I have to admit, I really don't like these kind of things. It's usually just actors talking over each other. Yes, it's all scripted, obviously, and hacked together, edited to create a cohesive story, but it all seems rushed and forced, and I don't know. It just obviously the voice parts are all recorded separately, and so they kind of layer things in order to keep things moving, and it just becomes a bit too much, at least for me. I mean, if you're 6, you'll get a total kick out of elephants talking. That's just amazing, and surprisingly, they're the only ones who have a voice in this. You're not going to find warthogs or lions or humans or even monkeys or birds talking to them throughout the film. It's just the elephants that have a voice. And yeah, the story goes the direction you think it's going to go, and yeah, it's not funny. It's goofy, and some of the stuff that, again, like I said, you see honestly would only entertain somebody in single digits age, young single digits age. They would have no appreciation that Angela Bassett is providing the voice for one of these characters. They wouldn't care. That, to me, that's one of the more impressive things, but there's not much to be impressed about in this, personally. Yeah, like I said, it's got the story you expect, and What it does do, though, I mean, at the very end, it's meant to be educational in a sense, because we learn about what elephants do, and they're given voice rather than somebody doing a voiceover and saying, this is how they cool themselves off. They scoop sand against their undercarriage, and that gives them a refreshing breeze. There's no Morgan Freeman telling you about how the elephants live. It's through treating them as if they were human and living out those lives. Maybe that's interesting to you. Honestly, it's just obnoxious to me. I'd rather watch a documentary that talks about what the elephants do and Morgan Freeman telling me about it. That's just my way. But at the very end, it does talk about how there have been more than 1 million elephants hunted for their ivory in the last century, and barely 600,000 exist in the wild at the time this was released in 2000. So I would be very surprised if that number went up. I honestly don't know. But at the time, it's 600,000. And they're just hunted for their ivory. And it's not a great thing to hunt an animal to extinction so you can make money off of it. And they're certainly not hunting them for noble reasons. So, yeah, downer. So, but yeah, hey, you learn a little something, and hey, protect the elephants. So, other than that, yeah, I wouldn't give this a second watch if I had to. If this number came up again, I'd be like, nope. Well, I don't do that anyway, but still, I definitely wouldn't. Speaking of numbers, let's pick tomorrow's. 147, the same numbers. Ooh, in reverse. 741, 147. This thing, I don't know. I don't know if it's too random. It seems to have an agenda. 147. Oh, hey. 147. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Seeing what I'm seeing now, you're going to understand why I'm going, wow. I'll just show it to you. 147 is Dumbo. Dumbo. We just came from an elephant story at 741. An elephant's tale. 741 and 147 is another elephant's tale of Dumbo, the original 1941 Disney film. There we go. We did early on the 2018, 2019 version of with Colin Farrell and Danny DeVito and everybody, the Tim Burton version. But this is the classic 1941 Dumbo. Let's give it a watch if you haven't done it in a long time. It's been a very long time for me. It's almost like it's gonna be a new experience. I mean, other than I know the music and things like that, but it's time for a classic, kids. No more of this crap. Let's do a classic. We'll see you back here tomorrow.